Very important, and it's a momentous occasion, and I say this could represent the dry run of what it will take to build for a general strike. Because the only time working people get any kind of concessions in this country is when they organize and mobilize in their own name. And I'm going to conclude with this quote from a former slave, an abolitionist and trade unionist, Frederick Douglass. Power concedes to nothing without a demand. It never has, and it never will. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Kat Brooks, C-A-T-B-R-O-O-K-S. I'm the co-chair of the Onyx Organizing Committee. The Onyx Organizing Committee is an African organization based in West Oakland, and we stand in solidarity with Occupy Oakland and with the general strike. The actions of the Oakland Police Department last Wednesday were nothing new, particularly to communities of color. They beat, rape, maim, and kill us every single day. However, it is time to put an end to that. The general strike, thank you. They have shown us repeatedly that they have no regard for our humanity, but they do regard their profits. And black and brown and poor people are consumers too. And so on Wednesday, we will use our power as consumers and as citizens to shut the city of Oakland down and let them know that they are accountable to us. We will hold them responsible for their actions, and we will not take it anymore. Thank you.
My name is Nell Myhand, N-E-L-L-M-Y-H-A-N-D. And I'm joining with Occupy Oakland in the general strike on November 2nd because I'm in a fight with Chase Mortgage Company for my home. And I want to send a message to Chase that I need my house more than they need one more, okay? I want you to know that here in Oakland, since 2008, they have foreclosed on 30,000 homes. 30,000 homes. So how many people is that? 100,000, 110,000, right? Where are those folks? Those houses, many of them are sitting up empty in our neighborhoods, right? While we're pushed out, they're sweeping us out of our homes like we're dead mice. But we're here to let them know that we're not that we're standing up and we are going to fight back. I worked at Kos-Read Just Cause, and we do housing work. We started with tenants' rights work. And we began to see a lot of tenants coming through because about half the people impacted by foreclosures are actually tenants, many of whom have their rent receipts in their hands, paid up to date. But when they get home from wherever they've been, they have a 3-day or quit notice on their door because their landlord has been foreclosed on. Shame, right? So I've worked in Deep East Oakland, helping folks fight the banks to hold onto our homes. I want you to know that the manufactured crisis, the government, in its disregard for the fact that housing is a human right, has been disinvesting in housing for 30 years. They've been attacking affordable housing, making housing more and more difficult for working people to even achieve. I mean, housing, something to achieve, we know that's a basic human right. So we know that the government has been involved, and then we know that the banks have been designing inferior mortgage products and pushing them in our neighborhoods. They targeted black and brown communities. So that, for instance, in Oakland, 90% of the foreclosures are concentrated in 3 zip codes. And those are the zip codes that have high concentrations of black folks, Latinos, and elders. So every day people are coming into my office wondering what are they going to do for housing when many times their homes have been paid off, but they needed a loan to get a roof. So they got a bad loan, and now the banks want to foreclose on them. I want you to know that Wells Fargo, Chase Bank, and the B of A each control over $2 trillion in assets. So why are they putting us out of our homes? So I'm marching in solidarity with people all around the globe. There are over 2,000 places where there are Occupy Detroit, Occupy Youngstown, Ohio, Occupy Tahrir Square in solidarity with Oakland, right? So we're marching in solidarity, and we're calling for an end to all of the police violence. We're calling for investment in our communities. We need homes, we need schools, we need libraries, There is money, we know that, because if they tax the rich, we would have enough for all of us to have homes and enough to, for there to be the schools to be well maintained, for the libraries to be available as resources to us. The last thing I want to say is that we know that the impact of the foreclosure crisis disproportionately impacts women, because it's up to us to keep a home. We're expected to be able to hold our families together and keep a home, and when we're pushed out, it forces us to not only do the work of finding shelter again,